It is recording? Excellent. Okay. When disaster strikes. If you would look on page 34 of your textbook, I'm going to read to you what is there. And this is going to remind you of the video that we watched earlier about the disasters that we saw, correct? Mm-hmm. What were some of them? What were some of the disasters we saw in the video?
The dogs.
The dogs, yeah, that was probably the saddest part. But what was the disaster that happened?
Leaving their home.
Tornadoes, floods, fires,
Hurricane. Hurricane Katrina was the dog part of the video. Fires, tornadoes, you named them all. Exactly right. So now that we're thinking, floods, now we're thinking, when disaster strikes, you can run, you can hide, but you can't escape. No matter where you live, natural disasters can find you. Lightning can strike people in fields and even in buildings. Fires can wipe out huge forests and hundreds of houses. Hurricanes can wreck entire towns. Have you ever seen the dark side of nature? And we talked about that, didn't we, previously? We have talked about all the disasters you have seen in your young age. You're not as old as I am. Yes? Oh, thank you very much. All right, so now if you turn to page 35, you know the routine here. We're going to learn 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 new words, but before we discuss any of them, we're going to rate them. I want to remind you of our rating scale. If you have never seen the word that we're going to talk about today, you give it a 1.
Yeah.
If you've seen it or heard it before, you'll give it a 2 rating. If you think you know the word, circle 3. And if you know it and you use it, then it's a 4. So everybody put down the very first word, recovery, in your notebook. And then somewhere beside that word, recovery, please put down your rating.
Maybe.
Oh, do we have to write the definition?
We will.
Do we have to now?
I just wanted to give everybody a chance to do that. All right, now we're ready to do the meaning. The process of getting back to normal. So beside the word recovery, put that down. The process of getting back to normal.
Oh, Miss Kim Cooper gave me a hug and blew my kisses.
It's-
Because I gave him a hug from the back, and then, because he didn't want to give me a hug, and then after that I gave him a hug from the front, and then he put his arms around me so tightly.
It is really nice to see Cooper recognize us and wave and say hello, isn't it?
Yeah.
Good job, Martha. That was awesome that you are the person that wanted to read to him and have him come here daily, and now we have a relationship with him, don't we?
I'm supposed to read something today.
Okay. Let's try to get this done. All right. Now, the example. If you're not done, go ahead and write it. The process of getting back to normal.
Do we write the example too?
Not yet.
This is what it is.
Let's have a discussion about that first. It's very organized, Dakota. Very good job. Using a graphic organizer always helps me. The examples that it has in the book. For a quick recovery from the flu, you should...
Get a shot. No.
You should get a shot for a recovery?
No, you should watch out and make sure you don't get it again.
You should watch out and make sure you don't get it again. What'd you say, Kaden?
Get a lot of, get as much rest as you
get as much rest. Now, Dakota,
your nose.
you are right. You should get a shot, but that prevents the flu, hopefully.
Cover your nose and mouth.
Right, but that's a good way to not spread it. But for recovery, after you've had it, how do you get over it? That's what it's saying. The process of getting back to normal.
You get rest.
What do you have in front of you, Nicole?
Water.
Water. That's the best thing you can drink when you've been sick.
Stay hydrated.
Staying hydrated.
7-Up.
7-Up is very
Oh, yeah.
Sprite.
easy on
Sprite.
7-Up and Sprite, you bet. Right? Saltine crackers.
Not a lot of greasy foods.
Here's what I want you to write down. We discussed the first one, but I want you to write down a recovery from blank will be blank. What can you think of to put in there? Recovery, yes, that room is full right now. You can sit at that table. Think about this a minute. Recovery from blank will be blank. You want to see my example? Yes or no? I have an example. I can find it. Here, it's on the smart board. Recovery. When a person wants a quick recovery from a workout, they should rest and drink water. And I put down my favorite workout, Zumba. And Martha's going to be kind because she saw me at the Afton Fitness Center doing Zumba last week. She's just going to sit there and laugh. But that's what you do when you have worked out and you are physically drained. You need to get plenty of water and have a little bit of a rest.
Yeah, that's what happens when I go and work out. Like I don't drink that much water, and even though I bring a water bottle, I don't drink that much water, and I end up like getting dizzy and stuff, and then we're really sick, and I have to sit down.
I am going to mention that we're going to have time later today to be working on. No, not to do Zumba. We could do Zumba. I've had my students do Zumba, but not today. We're working on vocabulary words.
We did last
We're gonna have to do that.
semester, wasn't it?
Yeah.
We did for enrichment.
We did some workout for enrichment. All right, let's get back to this. You notice I have a slideshow presentation up. Everyone here except Nicole has one started. So we're going to add to that. Nicole will get yours started fairly soon after we cover these words, okay? All right. So you need to think of an example of something that you have recovered from and write a sentence. Recovery from blank will be blank. I don't know what you want to write. From what? Okay, Nicole, it is your day to read to Cooper. Hi, Cooper. How are you today? Come on in. Nicole's going to read to you.
Cooper.
The rest of us are going to keep working, though. Everybody can say hi once. Hello.
Hi, Cooper.
I'm going to come over here for just a minute so that camera follows. Cooper, do you want to wave to our camera over there? Can you turn around here? Whoa! Can you turn around here and wave? Say hello. All right, here, don't fall. Don't fall. Okay, that's good. That's good. There we go. Yes, he does like to sit on a beanbag to be read to, and you can move those wherever you would like. All right, so our next word.
Oh, I'm not done.
Oh, yeah, and we need to review. Does anybody want to share their example?
No. Me. Wait a minute. Okay. A recovery from a big storm will be pretty bad.
A recovery from a big storm. So you tied our introduction and the word recovery together. Excellent, excellent, good idea. So now you have 3 ideas. First, you can recover from being ill. You can recover from a workout. You can recover from a big storm. A recovery from a big storm can be very challenging, very difficult. Exactly right. Caden,
I'm still recovering from a dog bite.
you are still recovering. Okay, now you changed it just a little bit. You took the Y off and added an ing ending, but the main word is the same, right? It has the same meaning that it's the process of getting back to normal. Right? Yeah. And our house fire that we had 7 years ago that woke us all up in the middle of the night at my house, we are still in the process of getting back to normal. Every time we hear the fire alarm go off, boy, our stomachs really jump. But usually it's the toaster that sets it off now. Because it's a very...
You need to empty out the tray.
Well, I'm not quite sure, but it's very sensitive. But we are in the process of getting back to normal because it was a very scary ordeal.
You lost almost everything you had.
We did. Except ourselves.
Yeah, lost everything. Do you have an animal?
Family pictures are gone.
We did not have an inside dog.
If you guys had fishes, would you guys leave them?
We were in a situation where, yes, it was very important for us to get out. We would have done that.
Fishes to die.
The fish.
That would have been funny.
Fish don't really live that long.
That would have been funny.
All right, let's move on to number 2.
The fish. Just get out of the house.
What?
The second word, severe.
Severe weather.
Severe.
That's what they say on the radio.
They do, and on
The
TV.
hurricane radio.
So let's rate that.
There's a severe storm.
You're right.
I'm just like, shut up.
So Martha, then do you, 1, I don't know the word, 2, I've seen it, heard it, 3, I think I know the word, or 4, I have seen it and I've used it.
Well, I don't use it, but I know it.
Okay, so write down your rating
4.
for the word severe. Write the word down and the rating down.
Very blank or serious.
Actually, if you're looking ahead where it says very blank or serious, we're going to fill that in with bad. Something that is severe is very bad or serious. Bad is B-A-D. Just helping. Remember the beds? If you flip your B's and your D's around, remember to think about the trick for the bed.
Yeah, but it does.
I need. It even shows a picture of a
It does. What does that say, Caden? You want to read that to us?
severe storm is headed our way.
A severe storm is headed our way. We've all heard that before on the radio or on the news. No.
Okay, good.
Nope. We are going to finish the last 3 words that we have, which are prevent, destruction, and major. And then I'll give you time to work on your slideshow. And that will be the time that you do it your independent work.
We have to do the picture and the little.
You do. Just like we've done before, you have to have the word, a picture, and a sentence, just like I have on the board. I have the example for you.
I'm gonna